wonderful Memorial Day to everyone out there. Please, as you're doing your barbecue, please, as you're, firing up the grill, getting everything ready to go, listen to the steak sizzle and the hot dogs pop and the hamburgers go, that's tasty. Please try to remember what the day is truly for. Okay, so I've been backed up like crazy on news, and I know I've been slacking off. I really, really have. But a lot of weird things going on in real life. Also, I've been working on Skydark, and I've got to get Skydark 9 up now. And it's hard to believe that story has gone on this long. It really, really has, because I had no idea the adventure was going to last this long. So Skydark 9 is on the way, but I'm kind of taking this weekend to sit back, relax, and, enjoy things around the house and things like that. Okay, but let's get a little bit of news out of the way, because I've been letting this stuff pile up too long. And I start to get this little itch, that drives me crazy when I don't put things up after a while. And so let's get it started. Let's take a look at what we do have. And this is going to take a few minutes. So please sit down, relax, and enjoy the ride. Okay, first up, Michelle Gomez has confirmed Missy is returning to Doctor Who this next season. And she let this go at MegaCon. And this has been bouncing around via tweets and whatnot for the last day or so. And Colt Box finally caught it. And she said she wants to kiss Captain Jack. And oh, yeah, that's another one we're going to cover in a minute. Barrowman's pretty much confirmed that whole speculation about the fact he was running around Cardiff. People were going nuts going, oh, look, Captain Jack's going to be back in Series 10 because he was in Cardiff. I hate to say this, guys, but John Barrowman goes to Cardiff quite a bit, So, nothing amazing there. But, okay, we'll go into that a little bit more. So, yes, according to Michelle Gomez, she is back for Season 10. Okay, also speaking of Series 10, we had over on Doctor Who TV, and this is bouncing around. Moffat's divulged some further information on, Bill, who's played by Pearl Mackie. And by the way, I'm loving the fact that everybody's already ransacking her for photographs and stuff at her theater. But, well, come on. Let the girl get one episode put in this shoot before you all go crazy. You scary, stalking bastards. All right. Speaking of the latest issue of Doctor Who magazine, Moffat confirms that Bill, which is short for Billy, unless he changes his mind, is once again from the present day. Oh, that's going to piss off a lot of people. I'm sorry. She's from now. Yeah, I know there are rumors about her being from the 80s, but she is not. She's just wearing that, what young people are wearing now. I know that because Pearl chose the outfit herself. Now, Moffat promises that Bill will be very different to Clara. I thought it's about time for someone who's a bit more gobby and, funnier. And the note we're getting from the Series 10 Series 10 writers, is that Bill is someone who asks questions that nobody has asked for 53 years. If you have a TARDIS that's bigger on the inside, why don't you just blah, blah, blah? And he goes, that's probably just a bit of Donna Noble. He also added another one of the notes we're giving it is she's the kind of person who'd never think they'd end up traveling, with a Time Lord. There's something of the quote-unquote forgotten princess about some of the previous companions, but we're moving away from that. Bill is someone who's never expected to be traveling around with space royalty, fighting monsters, but has the irreverence and cheek to ask all the questions you're not supposed to ask on Doctor Who about how different is it having two hearts? Is one a backup? Do you have very, very high blood pressure and whatnot? Now, fans will have to wait to see Bill in action. He goes, we'll introduce her first episode of 2017. Let me stress this again for you folks that are going, oh, she's going to be cameo in the Christmas special. No, she's not. She'll not appear in the Christmas special because that would blow the series launch. So there'll be someone else, different guest companion. Oh, hear that? A different guest companion this Christmas, like River Song played the companion role in last year's special. How he first encountered her and how he first encountered the Doctor next year is very unusual for us. So nice little bit out of Doctor Magazine here about Bill. All right, we got to keep moving. What's going on? Now, Tom Baker's quote-unquote final interview for Doctor Who magazine, and you got to remember he's in his 80s now, and that's really made my skin crawl when I saw this little line right here. Tom, don't do this to me. Well, I'll be dead quite soon. He likes to joke about that thing, but also he said, everybody pretty much, at least half of everybody out there already knows all my big stories and whatnot. And keep in mind, this issue is already out. And it's just sad, to realize that all your heroes, especially from the back in the day when you're very much, much younger than you are now, are all starting to leave us. 2016, I'm not kidding. 2016, the frickin' Grim Reaper has just been going nuts on a lot of people I knew growing up. And, hopefully Tom will be with us for quite a while yet. But if you want to take a gander at this, of course, written by Cameron McEwen, aka Blogger, who, by the way, has sold that site. It's under new management now. All right, Peter Davison having another Doctor Who as a son-in-law is rather weird. The Doctor Who Symphonic Spectacular Star talks to Adam's meeting about David Tennant and being happy to slag off Doctor Who. And, yeah, it's a pretty funny article. I got a kick out of it. You may want to sit down. This is a long one, but I'm going to leave it for you all to read. And, like I said, there was a convention a while back where somebody asked Peter Davison, what's the strangest gift you've ever gotten from a fan? And somebody jumped up and shouted a grandson or a granddaughter. Sorry if I screwed it up. Okay, sorry, I don't. My brain's running on. But a grandchild's what he basically said. And he kind of fell over laughing at that. All right, moving on. Russell T Davies. Keep in mind, Midsummer Night's Dream is on tonight on BBC One, and it's his version of it. And it sounds like a sex version of Midsummer Night's Dream, and it is not. And I've been watching some of the trailers and what little magazine bits that are coming up, and it looks like this is going to be an interesting watch for y'all. If you're into the Shakespeare thing, me, not exactly my bag. I've tried getting into Shakespeare. It just doth not sitteth with me too well. Titus, bring your friend hither. Is that a dagger I see before me? Oh, gosh. But if you're into that, boom, there's RTD. We'll keep moving. Doctor Experience over the bank holiday weekend, and I should have just cut this one. Matter of fact, let's go ahead since that one's old. All right, of course, Barrowman confirms that he is not returning as Captain Jack. He has not been asked. But you see, everybody was running around screaming their heads off because he was in Cardiff, and they also cited him with Gareth David Lloyd in a cute little video. But that's because also he's been doing, quote-unquote, supposedly an audio play called The Lives of Jack Harkness, and he's also still doing more Torchwood, which is due out later. Matter of fact, I got one with him, Gareth David Lloyd, and Eve Miles. That's going to be called Outbreak, and that's out a little bit later this year. All right, Doctor Who Magazine, issue number 500. And, of course, there's the cover. Ain't it pretty? Yeah. And there's some quotes and nifty stuff right here. And it's going to be, the bumper is 116 pages long, and it'll be priced £9.99. And it's already out, to be honest with you. Like I said, I've been really slacking, and I'm very sorry. Doctor Who Magazine 500th edition. It was celebrated reaching its 500th edition, launching the special edition at an event in London. Now, the long-running magazine was presented with the Guinness World Award as Guinness World Record Award as the longest-running magazine based on a television series, a record that it has held since 2010. All right. A lot of highlights in the issue 500. If you're into that kind of stuff, boom, boom, boom. And, of course, look, there's the lovely Carol Ann Ford. Always looking spectacular. And, guys, hint, hint, we'd like to, see her in the show again. But, of course, we won't because BBC executives are dicks. Don't trust me. If you ever get me in a private chat, I'll tell you that story. Oh, man. Sixth Doctor returns to the airwaves. BBC Radio 4 Extra began a new run of Big Finish adventures on the radio, Saturdays at 6, and they repeat them at midnight. The Crimes of Thomas Brewster is the one kicking off the run. And, of course, this story featured the lovely Maggie Stables as Evelyn Smythe. And, of course, Maggie Stable's no longer with us. And David Troughton, of course, is Raymond Gallagher. And if you're into the Big Finish audios, or if you're not, give them a listen. Give it a try out. Sorry, my voice is going out on me. My allergies are killing me. So it's audio adventures is the only way we're getting our classic doctors and classic companions. And also these classic doctors are getting new companions. And trust me, you'll love Evelyn Smythe if you've never listened to this before. She's incredible. Moments in Time, he's back, and it's about time. And, of course, it was 20 years ago this past Friday, that this 1996 movie aired. And this is a very, 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 very long article. And it goes into some very, very great detail about it if you want to learn about it. And they had a lot of weirdness going on. Matter of fact, originally they didn't want Sylvester McCoy involved in it and all that. Also, there was a whole bunch of other hubbub because you see, one of the things you're going to notice is Doctor 6 and 7 get slagged a bit. They really do. Because they remind us of the time that they killed the show. Oh, my God. I'm not kidding. There's executives who say that shit. And that's the only reason why they didn't get to stand in their proper places in the 50th anniversary special, I think. No, I don't mean as a long drug out role. I mean just that scene at the end where you had Joe Blockhead as the 8th Doctor and whatnot in the 8th anniversary special. But that's a whole nother argument. So check this out. All right, Carter's 4th Doctor number 3. That's out this Wednesday, the June 1st. So yeah, I managed to get caught up. And there's some lovely, lovely covers. Also, if you haven't heard about it, keep your eye out for the 3rd Doctor comics that's going to be coming, written by Paul Cornell. And I'm really looking forward to seeing those. Even though I'm not a comic book guy, but I just love the fact that I'm going to be able to go, oh, look, 3rd Doctor comic is out this week. Because in a way, it means John Pertwee lives on, because his thing of the 3rd Doctor was so incredible that it stands the test of time, his portrayal. And the same thing with Tom Baker here. He's out this week again. Boom, 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 boom. All right, and Doctor Who speech from Zygon Inversion is even more emotional with flashbacks. Somebody has edited. It's not one of the greatest edit jobs I've ever seen. There's little bits of audio that are out of sync, but it still kind of makes it that bit more memorable. But like I said, my argument is, and I don't want to sound like a dick, but I have to say it. Whenever I've tried to put projects like this up, I don't get praise. I don't get articles in the cold box. I get copyright struck by YouTube, and the video is never seen. So I'm still trying to figure out how the hell this happens. I'm a jealous frickin' bastard. But I drive a Jag. All right, moving on. That's it for today. Sorry if this video drug on for too long, but I'm really going to try to get back on the ball starting, because my summer holiday is coming up. I'm going to try contacting some folks. Sophie Aldred's going to be with us this Friday to record a Q&A, and we're really looking forward to that, because it's always fun when Sophie's in the room. And, this time I've got 3 new faces to sit down and ask her more questions. And she's always lovely, very nice lady. Oh, don't forget Strangeness in Space episode 4 is out as well. All right, well, I'm on my way out here. So take care, ta-ta, enjoy the rest of your day. Freedom out, babies. And see you in the future.